We've got Miguel Regalado, head coach for the Baker football team, with us as we get ready for the regular season finale at Missouri Valley on Saturday. So I guess starting there, last game of the regular season, obviously you guys are hoping to have a postseason push here based on what happens over the weekend. But I guess what has this group meant to you this season in year one as the head man here?
You know, when we first got here, we talked to our guys about restoring the order. And while order has not been completely restored, we've taken a great step towards it. I'm proud of the way our guys have come out every single week. They've been focused every single week. They took a couple bad losses against a good Grandview team, a good Benedictine team, but they never wavered. They got right back on track, and they did that last week, which was awesome to see. They got off the bus, they were focused. CMU Senior Day, and I'm just really proud of this group. And we have a senior dinner tonight, and I'm looking forward to telling those guys, don't have any regrets. And if they have regrets about their career here, use that as a learning tool for the rest of their life. Don't have any regrets in anything that you do. Put everything that you got into it, and good things will come, and I think that showed this year.
So Mo Valley on Saturday, this is the two winningest programs in NAI football history. Is there anything extra you say to the guys to get a little extra motivation about what this kind of game means historically?
I really haven't talked about that. I don't know if our guys quite grasp that, the history of these two programs yet. I think they'll know that. I'm a big history guy, so I will continue to teach our guys about the history of Baker University, the history of Missouri Valley, and the history of the Heart of America Athletic Conference, which I think is the best in the country. So what I told our guys after the CMU game is, believe it or not, you're in a playoff game next week. And that's what this is. It's a playoff game. We can't control what Raiders do and where people rank us. All we can control is what we can control, and that's getting off the bus on Saturday for our second straight senior day, putting a good product on tape and letting everything else take care of itself.
Mo Valley comes in 5-4 on the year, averaging a good amount of passing yards on offense. What are some of the keys for you guys on the defensive side of the ball this week?
So they've got an athletic quarterback that can also throw the football. So number one, he's got weapons. He's got two receivers that I think are as good as anybody in the conference. He's got a big play guy that they'll throw deep balls to. And then he's got a guy that runs fantastic routes over the middle, and so they complement each other really well. Then they have a tailback that is fantastic. I think he is a downhill guy, doesn't get tackled on the very first contact, and is averaging well over 4.5 yards, almost 5 yards a carry, and he's playing really good football. So offensively, we've got to keep things in front of us with jersey number 8. We've got to keep jersey number 3 tackled when he does get the football, and then we've got to rally to jersey 21 and get him on the ground.
On the offensive side of the ball, he put up 58 points last week, so feeling good there. You saw the carries and some of the ball movement go around. Pruitt with 11 catches, Roberts near 100 yards, Kirby Grigsby gets a big rushing game too. How are you feeling offensively headed into this matchup?
I think Coach Moore said it the other day. We're starting to play our best football on the offensive side of the ball. Guys are kind of figuring out what their role is. Truman is doing a great job of not forcing things and spreading the ball around. He's been a little banged up the last couple of weeks, so he has not run as much as he would like to, but it's helped him become a better quarterback. So I really like where we're at on the offensive side of the ball. I thought our offensive line played really well and kept Truman off the ground in the first half, kept Sam off the ground in the second half. So I feel really good about that. Now we've got our challenges this week. Missouri Valley poses a lot of different looks. They do a lot of different things in the secondary, but they're doing it with really good people. And so we've got to make sure that we, again, protect Truman early, make sure he feels comfortable early in the game, get Rashawn and Kirby and Gabe into that game early, and then let Truman continue to spread the ball around.
Your offensive coordinator, Jake Morse, he's going to be joining us here as part of our interviews as well. How did you come together? How did you find him as a coach? And I guess tell us a little bit about his story.
So when I got here in 2008, Mac Brown was the quarterback. But after Mac Brown, Jake came on the scene and played 4 years. He was a player of the year in the conference. He was one of those players you just knew was going to be a good coach one day. When Jake got done playing, he went off to Texas Tech and worked for Cliff Kingsbury there. And then we were fortunate enough to talk him into coming back to Baker. And I believe this about our run to the national title game. I think we had a good thing going here with myself and Thorne and Mike Grossner, but I think we really, really turned the corner when guys like Jake Morse and Tucker Pauley came along. Jake brought things from Texas Tech that we just weren't doing. Tempo, easy completions for a quarterback, and it's led to the National Player of the Year, some prolific numbers. I had to do a little bit of research before we brought Jake on, and I was curious about what his offenses have averaged since he's been the coordinator here. He's been averaging 40 points, over 40 points a game in 3 years as an offense coordinator. That's fantastic. So he and guys like Tucker Pauly have been the difference of why we were able to get to a national title game in 16. He was my right-hand man in 16. I'm now his right-hand man in 23. And hopefully, as long as we all stick together, we're going to get back to where we were.
All right, that's Miguel Regalado, head coach for the Baker Wildcats. Regular season finale, 2 winningest programs, Baker, Missouri Valley on Saturday.